Fuck out of here, fool.
This is where you come to be locked in a conversation. Facts, news, opinions, debating on all the latest. Won't say that we the best, just mention us with the greatest. Even words you heard before gon' sound better when we say it. Got my ear to the streets, but my eye to the sky. I look up at the clouds, I'm thankful to be alive. Every day's a special guest, I'm thankful that it arrived. I've been blessed by the best, if you know him, you know the vibes. I've been out here chillin' with my coach G Dillon, who got his own opinions, I let him tell you what is it. Out here kicking more for less, and you don't really wanna miss it. So subscribe to the channel, leave a like with every visit is 10.
What's going on? What's going on out there? We're back at you once again, 1011 Showcast. I'm your host, DJ 1011, with my co-host,
G Dillon.
What's going on, G-Ball?
Man, same old same.
Same old same, hustle, hustle.
That's it.
Man, all hustle, no luck. That's what I tell them, man.
Man, look.
Motherfucker think they gonna get lucky and that money gonna fall out the sky.
Hey, man, I got a notice in my email that I had hit a little money in the lottery and shit. I'm like, uh-oh.
$2.
7.
Hey, they just trick me like that a few times, motherfucking app and shit. I said, oh shit, you a winner and shit. Hey, especially when you better play the big game, the big one or something.
So it used to be where when you would open up the app, it would and then go to your numbers, it would tell you whether you won or lost. Well, now they got another button where it said check the results.
Oh yeah, and they roll the number out and shit. Yeah.
So I'm like, I'm like, oh shit. And then blink $7. Like, oh fuck.
Say, I'll take it this shit, but hey,
I'm gonna take it.
I wish it was 70,000 or some shit.
Yeah, something.
But hey, that just getting that money back for me to give it back to her and shit.
Pretty much.
I'm gonna play that little 7, but yeah, man, they got me like that a few times. And I see the little thing where spin the new thing, the ball come out and shit, like a Ferris wheel or some shit.
Oh yeah.
They had y'all looking, you be all suspense and shit.
Thinking you own some shit.
They ain't on a goddamn thing, man. Summer coming around. You know, I always like to talk about the weather, man. Weather been nice, man.
It's kind of scary. Kind of scary.
Coming around.
Make you think something bad is about to happen.
It will.
But,
he motherfucker be like, let me see if this gun work good. So the heat coming, shit. Now they want to shoot
mama's been in the
and
house
all of that shit. Yeah,
practicing this shit all year, all winter.
In the mirror and shit. Like they Magnum PI and shit.
Like the motherfucking, what was the old movie, Taxi Driver and shit.
Oh, yeah.
Robert De Niro, he all in the house.
Robert De Niro crazy the motherfucker that shit.
Crazy as hell.
Crazy. Hey, what about these crazy ass kids, man?
These kids are insane, man.
You seen the teacher and the student in North Carolina?
She tore that ass up, didn't she?
Took her phone, man. Now she gonna be big and bad. Take the phone back.
And well, so off top, the little girl, first, she needed to have a little understanding of weight class.
See, that's the thing with these motherfuckers. They think they big and bad and shit. She ain't even take that into court.
And so, and then I think she also probably had that in her mind that, but this bitch can't do shit to me.
Yeah, I think she a teacher. See, they think that too. I'm a kid. She don't supposed to be fighting me. Okay.
But that was a substitute teacher.
Hey.
that was, see,
he said that was a
substitute teacher. They doing some shit. They doing that shit until they can find the shit that they really want to do.
So she finally give a fuck. I ain't even think about that, G. Dillon.
Like my mother did some substitute teaching.
Oh, okay.
And she went to sub school. Oh, she went to all white, like one of them super white schools. And this is, it's back in the damn 60s and shit. She said, little white boy called her something. She was like, oh, no, say I be to kill one of these kids up in here. That was it for her.
I already knew that wasn't a profession I wanted to do.
No, so the little girl, she didn't understand the circumstances that she was in. First of all, she was outweighed. That woman looked like she outweighed about a good minimum 100 pounds.
Oh, she outweighed her.
And then she didn't realize it's a substitute. So the substitute really ain't going by the same rule.
I didn't even think about that, so I know she didn't think about that shit.
That woman beat that girl ass.
And now she talking about, get off me, get off. Nah. And the teacher on top time I go get the teacher and shit, she did have an ass all out.
She ain't got on no damn drawers and shit. I'm like,
hey, and for y'all teachers out there now, man, you don't know, students might try you. Put some motherfucking drawers on, got your ass all out and shit.
So this is just a little side note. I didn't know that was like a thing now.
Oh yeah,
because I seen a video, a lady talking about
they ain't wearing drawers.
And she was saying how she said she didn't realize that panties were the cake's enemy. And so she said, she'd be noticing other girls. She said when they walk, she said that thing be kind of bouncing a little bit and kind of jiggling. So she said she asked her hairdresser, like, what's up? And the hairdresser said, yeah, you got to stop wearing drawers.
For your shit to get that bounce to it, huh? Yeah, but I know a lot of people, I think that's some new school shit. More and more people don't wear bras or pants. When I was coming up, my mama kicked one of my niece's ass about not wearing bras and panties and shit before.
Oh, yeah,
so
that was
a big.
That was a non-starter.
Even known as being nasty when we were growing up, but I mean, shit changed and shit. So the teacher didn't have on no motherfucking panties. She told me, go get the teacher, go get the teacher. I see the motherfucker say, she told me, go get the teacher. I'm about to go get a condom.
See, young motherfucker silly as hell.
Oh, silly, man. But hey, I'll get these motherfucking kids. I've been trying to tell these people, man.
And I'm impressed kind of with the school board saying that the teacher got a right.
She had a right. She had a right. Yeah, because when people swing on you, what you want me to do? I just want to be letting motherfucker punch me in my face until y'all come and shit. That. Could you get these kids and they see that? And the more you let these kids, like these carjackings, get away with shit and let them right out, it get worse and worse, as y'all can see.
I'm just waiting. I'm waiting for one of these damn parents to say, no, teacher did what they were supposed to do.
Yeah. And
when that motherfucker get home, about to catch another one.
She gonna catch another. And that's why they did that, man. Could you imagine? Yo, my mom seen me up there. First of all, you ain't supposed to have the motherfucking phone out in class, so she wouldn't have been able to take it. That's the first thing she gonna say. She gonna say, then you swinging on a fucking adult? You trying to get your education? She got her. Oh, my mama probably try to whip my ass right now today.
Well, back in the day, phones wasn't an issue. They didn't have.
Yeah.
I'm that old. This shit wasn't no fucking phones.
Nah, phone wasn't an issue with my generation either.
It's little shit that we had. We fucking around with cars and
video games
and whatever.
And a big thing when I was growing up, when I was first coming up, we could have calculators.
Right. So
you can have calculators and shit, and motherfucker try to sneak and have them calculators and shit.
So anything that you're not supposed to have, that you're not supposed to be fucking with, is fair game.
Yep.
You know, and if I get caught up in school screwing around like that, and then I'm gonna try to jump on the damn teacher.
That's what I'm saying.
Are you kidding me?
Even at work, they catch you with your phone. You don't supposed to have phones at certain jobs on Florida, and they catch you with a phone, and now they want to write you up, and you don't supposed to have your phone. We discussed this. You know this. They can't take it necessarily at jobs because you're a grown person and shit. But they can disciplinary. They can give you disciplinary. Now you in that, motherfucker, you better not write me up and shit. And they gonna be looking like, what, motherfucker?
Oh yeah, all the schools that my son went to, they was like, no phones.
Yeah, no phones in here. They got phones in the school. If an emergency happened or something, they calling.
I think my son was probably one of the last kids, probably, to really get a phone. But it don't make sense. And these kids had this entitlement, and they got this entitlement. Then they got like this little anger and aggression that they displaying, and it's just that teacher beat the shit out that girl.
She beat that motherfucking anger and aggression out, and now she talking about get off me. No, motherfucker. No. She had that motherfucker head pinned to that motherfucker ground, motherfucker. Hey, y'all better go get somebody before I kill this motherfucker. That's basically what she was saying. Yeah. Go get a teacher, cause. And I ain't finna let you up because you swing on me again.
She should have let her back up so she could really whoop her ass.
Let her up and square back up with her again.
Just to let her know that shit wasn't love.
I was impressed with the school, like you said, that they released. And don't get us wrong, we don't advocate for violence up here, but you are entitled to defend yourself. You're entitled to defend. One thing about me, I always tell motherfucker, any motherfucker tell you, you can almost say whatever you want to say, but don't get in my face, my personal space, and don't put your hands on. Yeah, all battles off once you get to doing that shit. I'm gonna whoop some ass.
Well, see, and when I was coming up, both of my parents, my father was a lifelong teacher. that was his whole career. And my mother had done some teaching, but I couldn't come home with no bullshit about a teacher picking on me.
Nah, cause that
The
first thing she
I
say,
think about, what the fuck you been doing?
yeah,
What
and she
did
said
you
she
do?
got her. What she lying on a fucking kid who ain't got shit for, and she got an education and career going. She just fucking with you.
And out of this 20 to 30 kids in this room,
She fucking with you.
picked you out
Yeah.
to fuck with.
So too many of our parents weren't believing in that shit. No way. It probably happened occasionally where they was fucking, but it ain't happening too much. A fucking adult teacher just fucking with a kid and he ain't did nothing. He just sitting there doing his work and they just fucking with you. What are you doing, motherfucker? That ain't likely. You know what I'm saying?
Just like my man who snatched that little boy up and drove him all up into that table and all that.
Yeah. They said, oh, what he did is he did something 9 times out of 10. We don't know if it merit all that, but you wasn't just sitting there minding your business, motherfucker, just grab you up.
I'm not saying that the teacher should have did what he did, but he ain't just walked in the room and decided
I don't too much believe that. Yeah, I don't too much. I don't too much believe that.
Just like here in our town, these crazy ass kids ripping and running
Downtown, they the fuck downtown up, man.
And now, you know, 90% of them kids down there, they just down there being nosy, just to be around the action. But you know, there need to be some damn consequences.
Yeah.
And you have enough. They snatch enough of them up and have enough parents coming down there paying for them I-bonds.
Well, snatching some of them parents too. You have a repeat offender.
And all that shit. That should have come to a stop.
I feel you have a repeat offender kid too and he's living with you. You need to be held accountable at some point too. Because you study letting this motherfucker out here and you know what's going on. This like his third time, so we're going to lock him up and you going to face some type of consequences too because we can't have that out here. You know what I'm saying?
But it was a lady who gave some aid to a couple down there who have ran into some problems.
Yeah, I see. And they from out of town.
Yeah, and she said that the police told her that the police weren't doing shit because they don't like who got voted in as mayor.
Which we know that's bullshit. What happened last year though when that mayor went in? That shit was happening downtown last year. So.
Yeah, so
I don't hear this politic bullshit. That ain't nothing but bullshit anyway. They weren't happy.
The police ain't doing shit because they just don't want to do shit.
And they scared too. Them motherfuckers be out number 2. Shit, it's a couple hundred kids down there. Ain't too much your ass can do getting out acting tough and shit. Basically kill one of them motherfuckers. Run them over and all of that shit. And I ain't gonna lie, like I say, once again, I don't advocate for violence, but you get 12, 15 kids jumping on my car. I ain't trying to get out and talk to them.
Oh no!
It's gonna be some motherfuckers on the hood when I get to the police station. I'll probably up under that motherfucker.
And their parents could be like, "He ain't had to do that.
Yeah, okay.
You could have kept your raggedy,
hey,
ill-behaved child
you
at
get
your
about 15,
house.
20 of them motherfuckers jump on my car. You think I'm gonna get out? Ain't y'all get? Okay.
I'm gonna rev it up first just to let them know where it's headed.
And I'm gonna ride them right to the police station. You better hold on. You better hold on top. You better hope you on the top and not on the bottom of that motherfucker.
Going for a ride.
I'm gonna go right to the police station. Hey. Especially if it's video, I was scared for my life. Shit, I drove to the mother. I came right to the police station. I ain't running or nothing. Hey, I fear for my life. So, if you want your kid and you love them, you better teach them some morals and some what life is about, man. You know what I'm saying? Just now you got these innocent kids. You see the young boy in Kansas City who went and knocked on the door looking for his brother, and motherfucker shot him, man. Shot him through the door.
Ben,
what the fuck was that?
Well,
and he probably a good kid.
They saying that. Oh yeah, that man, the kid ran track.
See,
the kid was on the band. They say he had just been to some competition that he was like he played the bass clarinet, I think, and then he for his age group he like one of the best bass clarinet players around.
See.
And like in the state. And
you know these bad motherfuckers ain't playing no clarinet.
He one of them Class A kids.
And he gets shot and shit.
Picking up his little brothers from daycare.
He went to the wrong house.
And went like he was on the wrong block.
And just run the bell. Ain't like he beating on the door.
Right.
None of that. Call nobody no name when they come. He just run the door bell.
Rang the bell. Old man opened the door, shot the boy through the screen.
What the fuck is that about,
storm door. I think it was like a storm door.
What the fuck was that about, though?
Well, they saying that he 85 years old, and they saying that he got dementia and all of that. Well, y'all know all that now. Y'all knew this old motherfucker had a gun.
Yeah, he shouldn't have a gun.
You know, he don't need to have a
Once
gun.
he got diagnosed with dementia, y'all need to build some kind of system where that's in the system. You need to confiscate them guns and shit. You got dementia and shit.
You know, then you had the incident in New York.
Yep. I seen that with the young
girls driving, looking for a friend's house, drive up the wrong driveway. They turn around, guy come out on his porch, let some shots loose, kill one of the girls in the car.
And they never even got out the car. She bagged. Oh, this the wrong driveway and shit. I done did that shit.
Oh yeah.
On purpose. Just I'm saying I'm finna make this turn. Okay, I'm gonna put in the driveway a little bit, come back out and shit. I done did that just doing that shit.
I done it a million times.
Yeah.
Miss my turn.
Yeah.
And then go to
slightly in somebody's driveway and shit.
And
yeah.
Hit the three-way turn into somebody's driveway and turn back around.
You imagine somebody come out and shoot you and shit.
A million times. And you know, I guess this gun society that we're developing, you know, I guess we could probably look forward to seeing more shit like that.
Yeah, because they putting guns in the hands of everybody.
Because, I mean, you hear about different shit. You know, a girl got shot in the parking lot. She had opened the wrong car door.
Where that happened at? I heard about that, too.
The story that I read said that her and some friends of hers had been doing some shopping. They were cheerleaders or something. They were going to a cheerleading practice, a camp or something. But anyway, the one girl came out. She went to a car thinking it was hers. When she opened the door, there's a dude in the car. She apologized, closed the door, got in her car, and then this mother came and shot her. That's the story I read.
After she apologized. So, my fault and all that.
Right.
He didn't let her go back, get in her car. And now he just said, oh, well, fuck that.
But, I mean, then there's a story in Houston, Texas, or Harris County, Texas, which includes Houston. You know, this old man, had been mad at the neighbor because the dog was barking. He lets loose 47 rounds, I think, into a house, a family that didn't even have a dog. And then the lady who had the dog said that it was 1 o'clock in the morning that the dogs hadn't been barking. The dogs were in the house. And so he harboring some kind of shit, another old ass man and shit. I think he's 67 or 60 something. It's just, I guess my fear in all of it is that like we're developing this zero tolerance culture. And you know how like when you driving or something happens and like at the spur of the moment, you're like, oh shit, what the fuck did they do that for? You know,
yeah.
But then you keep driving and
I don't want to kill no motherfucker.
And in the grand scheme of things, it really wasn't shit. You know what I mean?
No, I don't want to kill no motherfucker. It wasn't
nothing any different than you have probably done yourself. But now people have a gun with them or around them. So now they get to act out that initial scene they got in their head. That's my impression.
So my question to you would be, how do you think they can start to rectify this issue a little better and shit? What do you think? And should they? So
that shit, man.
Even
at this point, dog, this shit a done motherfucking deal. Man. It's gonna be motherfuckers getting shot up like a motherfucker.
Since I was a kid, now and guns is more prevalent than when I was a kid. Motherfuckers getting shot. So
this is what's gonna happen. All of this shit that they've been talking about, it's all inner city shit, all ghetto shit, all black shit. Because every incident we talked about involves somebody white, either doing the shooting or getting shot. So now they about to realize some of the shit that they've been talking. And now, to me, a lot of the forces, political, that push it and talk about, we're here to protect your rights and all that, they not living the same life. They not living out here with the rest of us.
I know, they got security, all kind of shit.
You know, the schools their kids go to are different. It's all different. Everybody just gotta kind of be careful.
Now I would ask you this because a couple of the issues we said, like you said, it was 67, 75. Do you think at a certain age, or they need to do comprehension tests, or at a certain age and see how they functioning mentally, people who got guns? Because there's a lot of older people got tons of guns and shit in their house.
So this kind of ties into some discussion that we've had in the past talking about guns and testing people or assessing people to make sure and other mechanisms to try to make sure that certain people don't have guns. My thing is, whenever some kind of rule comes into play, some shit that so they can make sure somebody don't have something, who do they fuck with first?
Oh, wait, we know that. We already know that they gonna fuck with the minorities first. Shit.
We know
that.
Gonna fuck with us first.
We know that anyway.
So my thing is, fuck it. Let everything just ride like it is.
So that's how you feel about it.
Just let it ride like it is, and see who give in first.
You just said let it ride because you feel like we gonna be the one at the handicap once they get to enforcing the shit.
Yeah.
So I mean that and my guy Chris, that's how he feel too. Like I mean, arm yourself like everybody else. That's arm ourselves and shit too. So. Hey, if you get some bad motherfucking seeds in it, so be it. But let us keep our shit. You know what I'm saying? So
well, and then this is what a lot of people don't get or don't understand, that in terms of population, it's way more white folks than it is anybody else in this country, and way more poor white folks than it is anybody else in this country. So you watch that, how that shit gonna pan out, and all these all this shit we talking about just happened like in the last 5 or 6 days.
Oh yeah. Them driveways shooting that boy through that door. Yeah, that shit just happened. So that's just happening back to back.
Imagine what it's gonna look like in a year, 2 years. Cause this shit ain't gonna just.
Yeah, I don't mind people having guns. Like you said, I come from the hood of hoods, and motherfuckers always had guns, and I just find a way to maneuver through that shit. Like I ain't out here starting arguments with motherfuckers and inciting riots and upping my gun for anything and shit. I ain't that type. I ain't that.
Right, and that's
that type of guy.
And that's my point, that all of these areas that they attribute some of this shit to in the past, or they say, or the neighborhoods that they say, well, that's one of the reasons why we need to let everybody else have a gun and shit. Well, okay, that's fine.
Yeah,
but we kind of dealing with it. Y'all ain't really had to fuck around in that kind of environment.
I mean, we see that, you know, jobs and shit.
They ain't had to really, cause all these places where this shit has been happening, these ain't like no hood ass fucked up areas. This some middle class ass areas.
But like you said, them upper echelon motherfuckers.
So
they don't really too much be dealing with it. So I mean that.
So like I said,
and we just think this in the workforce and everything though.
Let this shit ride out like let this shit roll like it's rolling.
Nah, I'd rather keep my shit. I'd rather keep my arms and shit. So I mean.
And you know,
I'm not to control myself. I don't act out of emotions.
And let's see what happens. And it's
have guns and shit.
It is definitely more dangerous out here for everybody.
Yeah, because you're gonna get ignorant motherfuckers who get it, and I mean that's life and shit. You get ignorant people at jobs. Yeah. You got ignorant family members. You can't weed everything. There's no way to completely stop it. You know what I'm saying?
You got the motherfucker who that gun give him some kind of courage and shit.
Yeah.
And feel like,
and then he get to drinking with the gun
and feel like he can say shit to people and do the kind of say and do shit.
You got people
he otherwise wouldn't do. All of that's on the table now.
Yeah.
And it's not gonna get no better no time soon. That shit they gonna be locking motherfuckers up.
Cause you got people then they drink with the gun, they get high with the gun. You already know how this motherfucker was drinking without a gun. He think he tough. Now you gonna give him a gun and mix the drinking. So he definitely finna be off the wall.
And as far as I'm concerned, you get caught out somewhere drunk and you got a gun, Your privilege is
Oh yeah.
vote.
Yeah, you don't supposed to do that, but we know motherfuckers out here doing it.
Who they gonna be doing that to?
Could they drive the car every fucking day like that? You know what I'm saying? So we know motherfuckers have with guns like that and shit.
I mean,
I'm with you. I don't want to take them away and shit. And you can't weed out everybody though, cause like I said, some people might be cool who have guns, but then when they get alcohol in them with guns, when they get this drug in them with guns, now you acting all radical and shit. It's impossible. Somebody
who already got anger issues.
Yeah, it's impossible really to even do a test to weed them type of people out because you coming to take the test, he's sober. You didn't see how that motherfucker was when he had.
People who already got like these biases towards other people, and like there was a case in Texas with a guy. He was like an Uber driver or something, and he left his house and he had made posts about how he might have to go out here and kill some people because they was like rioting. This was like during the protests and whatnot. Yeah. And then he ended up killing a dude, and this shit went to court. A jury of his peers and all the evidence was brought forth, and he was convicted. And now the governor of Texas talking about he want to pardon him and shit, because it was a stand your ground case. And his defense raised that, and the jury didn't buy it.
Yeah, I mean, not if you making posts beforehand.
And then they came out with more.
If you making posts beforehand, angry
that the prosecution used, and everybody's like, "Shit, this motherfucker's supposed to be locked the fuck up."
You can't be making posts and shit like that, and then you can be like, "Oh, I was just talking. I ain't how people take shit now."
Then they done found out some racist ass.
You can't just be talking and shit, and you might be just talking at times. Some people do just be talking, but know that shit can come back and hunt you in the ass if something really do happen. If I make a post like that right now and say I'm gonna kill one, like I just said about them kids and shit, and if this shit happen right now, they probably would try to use shit like he said he was gonna kill one of them, so he was ready to do that and shit the minute they came and shit. He ain't even try to, so they can use that shit against you and shit. So you do got to be careful and shit.
It just seems to me that it's just this mindset. That's this gun culture, like you shooting up somebody's house.
You can't do that. Even if the dog was
barking dog.
That's just anger issues. I told you, some people just angry.
Like dude, like dude on the plane who was bugging out about the baby.
Yeah, some people
crying.
just got anger issues.
What would he do if he had a gun and shit?
They ain't got nothing to do with no baby. They ain't got nothing to do with no dog. Cause they got procedures that you take. You call the police if a dog, he's disturbing the peace. Then the police will go and say, hey,
you need to get this
dog. You can't just go shoot no motherfucking body house up.
Well, the lady who owned the dog, she said that, the dog had been barking that afternoon. She said it's 1:00 in the morning. She said the dog is in the damn house. Why is he shooting somebody's house up now?
And you still call the police.
He been sitting up mad all day.
And that's what I'm saying.
Getting drunk. And then he shot up the wrong fucking house.
That's what I'm saying. So that lets you know he's like got anger issues and crazy shit anyway. You don't even know you ain't functioning properly. I'm gonna fuck with the dog barking.
And he out here
barking his motherfucking head off. You can't shoot nobody else.
He out here with an AR style rifle. And they show like some of the holes that this motherfucker, these bullets put in this man.
He ain't hit nobody?
No, he ain't hit nobody.
He's lucky.
Fortunately.
I say he lucky.
The guy who owned the house said he pulled his pistol out, and so like the stairway went across. So he was kind of ducking behind the stairway trying to get off a few rounds because he said he didn't even know who the fuck it was. And then but it showed that thing went through some walls in his house.
Yeah, I mean, you can't just weed all that out. You just gonna have some assholes who gonna get them too. But like you said, I'd rather not take them all the way away, shit. Cause I do want to have a right to defend myself. Somebody kick my door in or somebody, you know what I'm saying? So I do want to have some kind of even advantage to a certain extent. You know what I'm saying?
So now it done gone from defending yourself to now motherfucking mad about a dog. Now motherfucker ain't posed no threat. You shot a motherfucker through the door. Now the motherfucker came up your driveway.
See people like that.
Now they leave and you done shot.
People like that, they need to just get locked up.
And it's
somebody turned in your driveway, turned out, or somebody just knocked on your door. You just shot a motherfucker through the door. Or like we said, a motherfucking dog. I don't give a fuck if the dog barking all fucking day and night. You can't shoot nobody else because a fucking dog bark. Now he was biting you and coming towards you. He was barking. You can't shoot no motherfucker because of that. I hate the dog bark. Like, they need to shut that motherfucking dog up. I ain't finna be like, gee, go get my motherfucking pistol. I'm like, dude, you can't do that.
Like I said, this is my prediction that this shit about to be.
Oh yeah, ain't gonna get no better.
This shit about to be crazy.
It ain't gonna get no better.
And it's gonna keep getting crazier and crazier, and you're just gonna hear more weirder and weirder reasons why motherfuckers decided to brandish a weapon.
Now this go back to what we was talking about with these kids out of hand and shit too. These teenagers, these young kids, they just really out of hand. Now my thing, once I seen that ass whooping, you get the next want to be smart ass kid. And I'm taking my pistol to school. Now they acting tough and shoot a motherfucking teacher and shit. Cause you know, I wouldn't be surprised we see that shit. Cause you know these kids be thinking fucked up and shit like that. I wish that bitch would touch me and shit.
There's nothing that's off the table at this point.
Exactly. And that's sad. That's the world we living in. So you gotta learn how to maneuver through this shit, man. You gotta learn how to maneuver.
And I told my son, I'm like, dude, you gotta be careful how you move out here.
Yeah.
You know, pay attention to what you're doing, because we in an era now where you can't
just assume.
You can't make a mistake.
Yeah, and you can't just assume. When I was growing up, 9 times out of 10, I know if I went in Naperville, I was like 100% safe. Outside of probably some racist shit, but when nobody finna just run up in there shooting. But that shit is everywhere, like you said. Now it ain't in them inner cities and all that. That shit is everywhere.
You know, you accidentally bump into a motherfucker. Hey, what the fuck are you doing?
Yeah, you ain't safe nowhere.
It's just
you know, when we were growing up, you like, oh, gee, them up north, they cool. They ain't nothing happen to them up there. That shit is off the table now, like you said. And it's scary. So you need to keep your motherfucking... Yeah, it's scary because you need to keep your... motherfucking, like you said, head on the swivel. I hate that you guys live like that because you should just be able to go out and have fun. I go out, I want to sit facing the door and all of that shit, watching this motherfucker. I can't even fully have fun and let my hair down like I'm supposed to. But that's the world we living in. It comes with the good with the bad and shit.
It's insane, man.
And then you got motherfuckers, like you said, you got all this shit going on. And then, like, kind of like what we were talking about on the last one, you got the motherfuckers don't even know you listen to them talking like, what was your boy down? They get secretly recorded and shit.
Where were they at? They was in
so they let you know how much anger people got.
McCurtain County, Oklahoma.
In Oklahoma?
Yeah, so I guess they had been having like some beef with the local paper, with reporters at the local paper. So this
these some high class motherfuckers.
Yeah, they like county officials.
You see what I'm saying?
You know, they run the county. These motherfuckers are in charge of running the county.
Right.
So this old guy, man, he left a recorder in there. Man, these motherfuckers talking about, they making fun of an old lady that had got burned up in a fire, talking about shit. It looked like barbecue and shit. Oh, they was talking about that.
Talking about and the public's
going back to the day where they could just run into jail, grab up a motherfucker, and lynch them and shit. And
see.
They was on all kinds of shit. They kind of.
And you know how many guns these motherfuckers got.
And it kind of tied into the conversation we were saying, how many motherfuckers could withstand somebody recording the worst shit you had.
I ain't saying no shit. I don't be saying no shit like that. But these motherfuckers are at another level for what we talking about.
Cats, this ain't like a girlfriend or something recording y'all's phone call and she mad at you.
Yeah.
These motherfuckers, these are county officials in the county building, the county courthouse talking shit.
How you in the fucking county courthouse talking about you wish you could lynch a motherfucker?
And so now the paper, they tripping because they had got a whole series. So every week they coming out with more and more of this recording.
Yeah, I heard them say they ain't got all of it.
Long. And they said and then they said at the end of the series they gonna release like the whole thing. You sit together.
Yeah, this shit like a movie. So I see one of them resign already.
Yeah, one of them resigned. And like the governor was like, "Oh, y'all need to get the fuck out."
There's no way it can end good for you.
One guy resigned, and I think it was like 3 more of them that were in the room a part of the shit.
That shit ain't funny. But these the type of motherfuckers we talking about got guns. And they talking about lynching a motherfucker and all that shit.
They got guns and then these motherfuckers in charge and they
one of them said
running the whole county.
One of them said, I know a few hitmans or some shit.
Talking about fucking up the reporter.
And they take care of business and shit.
A reporter and his son or something. They on the whole.
So that's what we saying, like, You just gonna get these idiots out here because they'll feel like they the perfect motherfucker to have a gun. If you was to talk off record, they'll be like, oh, he a government official. He's cool. And then you got this motherfucker talking about killing motherfucker that you don't even know he in here talking about and shit. So it's hard to just, like you said, weed out. I'd rather, like you said, have it than take them away and shit. Cause it's crazy. That's some crazy shit to be in a public court building talking about and shit.
And now, like, you used to be able to, I used to be able or feel like I was a guy who, when a weird kind of tense situation or somebody was kind of upset about something, you know, I could kind of say something funny and kind of get them to kind of calm down.
It's a lot of angry motherfuckers now.
But like now, you got to kind of
angry.
Now.
And be like, fuck you, dude. You in my business.
They up in the gun and whatnot. I'm like, so now you got to kind of be kind of scared to even fuck with people.
Oh, yeah. You can't be fucking with people. You can't, like, people be like, I mean, it's a iffy situation because I done seen people be like, man, you had all these guys, all these people there, and nobody help her and shit. And you be looking like, I mean, that's her boyfriend. It's kind of, I mean, if you just feeling on your need and it just happened, it just happened. But I don't too much try to hold people accountable for. Well, like that lady that sister said she helping them downtown and people when the kids were jumping on it. The average motherfucker wasn't gonna do that. It's like 20 kids and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Now I'll say this. My man who was complaining about the baby on the plane, I'd have fucked with him.
Oh, you would have fucked him up?
Because I know he ain't got no gun.
You would have
I'd have talked shit.
He would have tried to whoop your ass. She did it.
I'd have fucked with him.
She did it. He would try to whoop your ass. He was angry.
I'd be like,
He would be like, look, motherfucker, you ain't no baby. I'll whoop your motherfucking ass.
I'd have had to. I'd have had to
Hey, she said, I know he ain't got no gun on this plane. So, hey, that's a good point, too. He ain't got no gun on this motherfucker.
He'd have been mad. He'd have been pissed. He'd have been trying to jump on me all out there in the terminal and shit. But, you know.
I mean, yeah, you got some.
Man, mother's got to calm the fuck down.
That's my thing. Everybody too angry.
Everybody just so hyped.
Everybody in a rush. Everybody angry. And like you said, I just predicate myself, like you said, on thinking shit through. And because I know this shit can cost you your life. If you go to the 2 boxes, the jail box and then the ground box. Either way, I ain't trying to go to one of them motherfuckers right now. You know what I'm saying?
Hell no.
And not just because I was thinking, harassing about because a motherfucker cut me off in traffic. That's some silly shit. And you got this going on every day. People road rage. People killing motherfucker because they mess with their girlfriend. And y'all motherfuckers got to stop this shit. Y'all got to stop it.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
They making decisions that impact the rest of their life.
The rest of their life.
Over some shit that took 2 minutes.
And you ain't gonna even see this motherfucker no more. I can see the motherfucker been fucking with you day to day, a neighbor, he fucking with you every single day or something. And I ain't saying kill him, but I can see that. But you just passed this motherfucking Walmart, he bump you. You ain't gonna even never see this motherfucker probably no more. And you want to kill him?
Let me bring this to you. I done told a bunch of like dating stories, all kinds of stories. I ain't ran it since I was, 25 years old. All the girls that I dated, then got married, then dated again, then got married.
You ain't never want to fight no motherfucker.
But you know how many of them I seen like.
Oh, you ain't even seen them really a lot of.
Not a single one.
Yeah, see, that's what I'm saying.
And they all live in this area.
And that's what I'm saying. That them people you done have a relationship with.
Not a single one.
So you want to kill a motherfucker you seen for Walmart in 2 minutes. Cause he took some your cart. He took the wrong cart. Yeah, man, that's my motherfucking cart. And I'm gonna kill you. I ain't gonna even finna see you no more.
I was just thinking, this just kind of popped in my head. Like,
that is crazy.
I have not run into,
I go places.
Not a single one of them.
Man, I go places and people be like, man, I ain't seen you in years. What, you locked up? And we still all stay in the same state. And I'll be like, hell no, motherfucker, I want locked up and shit. We ain't seen each other. We probably don't be in the same area, but that's what I'm saying. Now you want to kill a motherfucker who you probably ain't never see again from a minute, 2 minute interaction and shit.
Man, that shit is insane.
I'm finna wait in the parking lot
and
shoot him and shit. And you be looking like, no, that motherfucker disrespected me. Yeah, all right.
Me and one of my homeboys, we was talking about that one day about what would you do if a motherfucker called you up and talk about that they old lady was cheating and that I'm about to go over here and fuck this motherfucker up and shit. I'm about to go here and shoot
I'm be like, hey man, you better sit your motherfucking ass down.
And my boy, he's like, I will. He's like, this one. He's like, I would. He's like, I tell you what. He's like, well, wait for me. I don't want you driving fucked up like that. I'm gonna come and pick you up and we gonna go get him. And he said on the way, he said he gonna pick up a bottle, pick up a 6-pack, and then he gonna get to the house, and I'm gonna get in the car, and he gonna say, all right, where we going? And he said he gonna go the other way, and then he said we gonna start drinking, and we gonna start talking. He said ain't no way. He said ain't no way in the world I'm gonna let somebody who's a friend of mine do no dumbass.
Nah, that's
shit
a dumbass
like
shit. But that's what I was saying. Is he the type of friend we don't need to get no alcohol to? That might get riled up even more shit. You gave this motherfucker alcohol? Oh, motherfucker G, what the fuck you doing? You gotta pick what type of friend it is too, shit.
Yeah, but I mean,
some motherfucker you get riled up and shit.
Oh yeah, you can't. That's
can't do it to certain people.
You can't rely on your hood friend no shit like that.
Yeah.
He gonna bring the gun and shit.
Yeah, exactly. Like them boys in Alabama, them basketball players and shit. But yeah, I mean, I'm gonna try to talk you out of there if I can. I'm finna say, oh no, fuck that. He disrespected you, and he over there while your daughter there, all that stupid ass shit, and that shit is stupid. That's some stupid shit. Like you said, you gonna go kill a man. That just happened here too.
I had a homie, man, partner who was pissing and moaning, complaining. You know, his old lady
she done moved on.
She had remarried.
Yeah.
And so, they had a couple kids. He always got some complaints and shit about what the other man doing.
Using his kid as an excuse. That's what they be doing.
So, man, he was like, well, motherfucker, you got so many problems. Why don't you get custody? And that motherfucker was like, he's like, yeah, that's what I thought. That motherfucker run. He said that other motherfucker over there, if he ain't abusing them kids, that motherfucker run in his house.
Yeah.
And they ain't in your house. So what? That man's supposed to run his house with your kids like you want it run? And like, man, you done lost your damn mind.
And like my people always told me, you gonna sit here, you talking about a motherfucker over there and your daughter or whoever there, he gonna say, you gonna tell me. I done had a couple motherfuckers tell me that all the motherfucking chicks you be fucking with, you ain't around nobody kids. You ain't around the other dude kids. Can't nobody be around your kids, but you over there fucking with their mama, and then she got kids by somebody else. That's cool for you to do that, but can't nobody be around. Get the fuck out of here. It ain't about the kids. It's about that motherfucking woman getting that motherfucking pizzite. Hey, man, let it go, motherfucker.
That's all it is.
That's all it is. Hey, I wanted to talk about one thing before we get up out of here, man. You know, I don't like to hold out people all day.
Right.
Do you think, when it comes to relationships, do you think, if you got a side chick or something, do you think she could become the main chick?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Yeah.
Free people were like, no, I don't believe that. I don't believe that. You can become, because he gonna always, like he got a pattern. Like, okay, he cheated with you on his chick. Now, when he make you the main chick, he gonna cheat on you and shit. And I'm like, that's not necessarily true with everybody. You know what I'm saying?
I think it's two different situations. So, like, I can say personally, like, when I was dating and I was a boyfriend, like, you know, if I didn't like mess around on a girl, it's because I just didn't. But it wasn't because I felt no particular loyalty necessarily.
Okay.
I mean, you know, if you ain't married, as far as I'm concerned, it just wasn't that never. I just didn't feel like motherfucker could just hold me to no shit necessarily.
You weren't telling them that though, but you just thinking that.
No, hell no.
But you think that to yourself.
That ain't good policy.
Right. But you think that to yourself like,
that's what I'm thinking to myself.
I ain't married, I can't lose no house. I ain't got no kids with her. So push kind of shove, we break up. I would
say this majority of the time that, you know, if it's a chick who I'm really cool with, and you know, I ain't really got time to be out here doing too much other shit.
You working and
but
shit.
Now, if I'm dating a girl and then I meet somebody who like really on point, I'm gonna do something, and then that's gonna be my next girl and shit.
Yeah, because I'm like,
this is kind of how I go.
I'm like, yeah.
But now, as a married man, yeah, see, that's different.
That's a different type of thing.
I think as a married man, there's a level of loyalty that you're supposed to have and that you're supposed to display. And I guess, well, I think the longer you married, the longer you realize every motherfucker out there got some shit.
Yeah, some baggage. And
got some problems.
Shit. Yeah.
So you may think that, whatever faults or whatever your perceived faults of your old lady, you may think that that's it, but that other motherfucker, couple months, all her shit gonna come out too.
Yeah.
And it could be way worse.
And that's my thing.
At some point, you just gotta understand that you gotta learn to understand. People got shit, and you got shit,
and it
that
different
people
for different folks.
With.
So I'm like, you just, this guy, okay, he cheated on his old lady when he was like 22, and you still putting that on this guy 45 years later. I remember he cheated on my friend, and once he cheated, always a cheater. And he can be the perfect. Yeah, ain't nobody perfect, but he can be the perfect type of gentleman and shit. And you putting that, so I don't believe that for everybody. Now, if you know a motherfucker notorious cheater, you like that motherfucker. He just.
We know guys who that's just what they gonna
we
do.
Say that about them. Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
That's what they gonna do. But no, I don't think once a cheater, always a cheater. I know a lot of guys that dated a lot of women, and dated multiple women.
And they get that one.
But then when they get that one, they done. They
chilling. They chilling.
And
that's what I'm saying.
And I'm in that group. But as a single man, like you be dating a girl and then you meet another girl and you're like, oh, and yeah.
So as I used to call, I used to be like, hey, that motherfucker gonna be out the starting lineup in a minute. She was in the starting lineup. That motherfucker get bitch. Hey, cause I got a girl right here.
Motherfucker free agent.
So that's why I be telling motherfucker, I say, yeah, that can happen. I done seen it happen. I done seen, and they like, it ain't gonna be successful. I'm like, I done seen it be successful. I done seen regular shit crash and burn. I done seen that crash and burn, but I done seen some of them be successful too.
Oh yeah.
I done seen some relationships that I would have bet money I thought wasn't gonna work, and them motherfuckers together right now, 30 years ago.
Oh yeah.
And shit. I went to high school with. I'm like, them motherfuckers still together. I'm really surprised and shit.
And it's just it ain't no guidebook.
Yeah, it ain't no guidebook to that shit.
Because I know people who live together for years, and they get married, and they divorce in months. Because marriage brings on a different set of expectations.
Yeah,
people don't realize.
Yeah.
Regardless of how long you may or may not have been with that person.
Yeah, some people.
Marriage, it's certain shit that motherfuckers can do when they not married that the other person doesn't necessarily feel that they had the leverage to say anything about. But then once that marriage
I think
is
that's
involved,
why a lot of it get messed up at too.
Once that marriage is involved, motherfuckers
Because far as my relationships, I always try to.
And then a lot of dudes fall into this thing. Oh, I've been doing it the whole time. Hey, it's a different situation.
See, and that's why far as me, I ain't never been married. You know what I'm saying? I think about it more now than I ever thought about it. But I always try to look at it, if I'm gonna be with this girl and I feel like she's gonna be, I try to look at her as my wife, so I don't fall into that trap what you talking about and shit.
Yeah.
So it'll be almost similar and shit. Like I try to get her the same respect. I try not to, if I live with her, spend the night out all day, spend the night out and hang out till 6 a.m. I try to already predicate myself so you won't have no problem when you get married. Yeah, when you get married, you can't be doing that shit.
Yeah,
it's a
different level of expectation, man.
You ain't gonna want her doing it. Like I already said, where you was at till 8 o'clock in the morning and shit. Like you said, motherfucker, we got 2, 3, 4 in the morning. What you doing? Ain't no clubs, nothing, no fish.
You just out here tricking off.
Number legs open and shit at that time.
I know a dude. Him and his girl, they were married, but she was in med school, I think, and so she doing like internship and like they got to do 2 or 3 days. So he just kind of at the crib. He just kind of willy-nilly, he out there like a motherfucker, just partying and hanging out and shit. Then when that shit was over, she get home, she was like, fuck you, where you going? And he was like, me and his brother had to tell him, like, nigga, you.
Right, she working, motherfucker.
You can't do that no more. Well, I've been like, no, dog, you can't do that.
Well, you should have stayed by yourself. That's what motherfucker gonna say.
You know, he was used to kind of living. He was used. His first experience with marriage was her not being there a lot, so he could do whatever he wanted to do. Yeah, but now you got a new wife, Yeah, but now she back in the house.
And that's why I try to tell people, every situation is different. When people try to put their household on your household, it don't. If that works in your household, fine, but everybody's different. It ain't no rule book, like you said, to that shit.
Oh, I mean, like
some people wife cool with that. Like, some people wife take them to the strip club, might let them get some head, lap dance, and they fine with that shit. Ain't no girl I ever fuck with been fine with that. Like, hell no, you know what I'm saying?
Like, my old lady ain't never sweated me about shit like that. She like, motherfucker, you wanna go give a motherfucker all your damn hard-earned money and shit for little or nothing. That's your damn business and shit. But it's certain shit that, you know, that my wife ain't gonna tolerate.
And some shit you ain't gonna tolerate either.
It's certain ways that our household runs that other place. Like I know dudes who ain't gonna do no cooking in their house, ain't gonna do no cleaning, ain't gonna do shit. Yeah, well, okay.
Yeah. So you can't put that on me and shit.
But it's certain. It's, you know, sometimes I'll cook a little something. You know, it just kind of just depends on how it goes and shit.
Yeah. Some women.
You know, I don't think I have no real just steadfast rules about shit like that.
Yeah. I don't set no steadfast rule. It might wind up being like that, like where she just do this and I just do that, but it ain't no where you, oh, that's your fucking job and shit. I ain't that type of guy. You know what I'm saying? It might just happen like that, like, well, she do most of the cooking, washing and shit. If something fix around the house or cut the grass, I do that. It ain't nothing. That's your fucking job. Like, nah, we are open to do anything and shit. You know what I'm saying?
It come down to really, you do what you can do.
Yeah, you do what work. Like I tell people, if y'all fine with that and that work, people could think you can get 100 out of 105 people think it's weird, but it works for us. It might be weird to you, but that work in my household. That work with me and my girl. So, hey, who the fuck are you? You know what I'm saying?
Like I know dudes who do a lot of cleaning in their house because they really like it. It's just something about it they do.
Yeah. Some people like doing
they
shit
they like doing that shit.
Yeah.
And so what? Because some other motherfuckers say that that's not the kind of shit you should be doing in your house.
Right.
You get the fuck out of here.
So hey, you can't. A sad piece can become the main piece. And once a cheater, y'all say that don't mean that for everybody. That don't mean that. Like you said, notorious cheaters, and when. Now you can tell too when a certain side piece, like, nah, she ain't for become the main piece. You can tell how he playing you, but you can tell, like, we have messed with guys, like you said, some of our homies, and you be like, he like that motherfucker.
Oh yeah,
you can fuck with a motherfucker on the side. You be like,
you can tell
his girl better step it up because he like that motherfucker. So you can tell, and then you fuck with other motherfuckers on the side. You be like, nah, he don't like that. He just fucking around. Shit. So now she can't become the main piece. But yeah, you can tell certain motherfucker who can tip that scale though.
That right one.
Yeah, you can tell certain motherfucker can tip that scale. You be like, he talking that shit, he like that motherfucker. So she call, he be like, yeah, I'm finna go with shit. Yeah, I bet
you are, motherfucker.
So it's different strokes.
Yeah, when you be like, we gonna bring it through to meet the fellas and shit. Hey, fuck y'all.
Yeah. Right, he don't want to bring her around and shit. He protected that motherfucker.
The other one he'll bring her around. He hoping when you motherfuckers take off.
Yeah, fuck her. I don't give a fuck about her and shit. So, I mean, different strokes for different folks. So, like you said, don't let these people put they rules on you and mess up a good thing you might have because you listening to this motherfucker is what it boiled down to. So. What you got to tell the people, G-Ball?
Man, you know my thing, man. Love yourself, love one another. Treat everybody like you want to be treated. But I guess I need to add something to it. Hey, man, y'all calm the fuck down out here.
And that's what conquer that shit love, though. We need more love out here.
Down,
shit.
Man. We all are here together. We all trying to make it through our day. Calm down. Just relax. Calm down.
Hey, I got one thing to say before I get up out of here. Get y'all motherfucking kids, man. What the fuck? These badass kids, man. Good Lord Jesus. What's going on with them, G?
I hate to be on the news whooping the shit out of somebody's child.
I love the kids, man. I don't want to do that.
And most of them, if you talk to them, they cool.
Yeah.
But they get real excited real fast.
Yeah, man.
And they gotta get all that emotion.
I love the kids, but get y'all kids. Mama, stop trying to shake y'all ass in the club with your daughter and shit.
Yeah, stop spoiling these
with
kids.
and shit. Stop spoiling these motherfuckers. You know, if they deserve it, they went to college and all that. They deserve some of that shit. But y'all doing these extravagant ass proms and shit. This motherfucker ain't finna graduate. The fuck? He ain't finna graduate. You spent all this money on the prom. He gotta go to some school to graduate. That bit privilege went out once you ain't passed with the rest of the motherfuckers. You finna miss it. So that's a benefit, but. I ain't finna hold y'all all day. I'm your host, DJ 1011, my co-host.
G. Dillon.
And we is out of this.